Doing good. Good to see you. All right. Thank you, Andreas. Hey guys, so today what I thought we would do is I thought we would make some kinetic sand or moon sand. There's a couple of different names you can call it. It's basically fake sand, but there are a couple of different ways to make it. So I'm gonna give you guys like 2 different recipes that you can with. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay. So you can actually use to make moon sand and kinetic sand. You can use sand. It's called decor sand, or you can even get sand from the beach, or you can make it without any sand at all. So and the difference between, before we get started with all that, the difference between kinetic sand and regular sand is that regular sand, like I have here, is just, it's loose and, you know, kind of just goes through everything. You can pour it, whatever. Kinetic sand actually keeps its shape, and it has a thicker consistency. It's a little bit of a different feel, but it's really cool. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's like kinetic sand is just regular sand, but it's just gathered together by different chemicals that we use, and they're not really chemicals, they're like household products. But that's the science of our little project today, okay? I just wanted to do something fun with you guys. So, and remember, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and you guys can put on the UCP website if you guys want the recipe or whatever, but it's super easy. So I actually made some, so I'll show you what it looks like, but we'll make it together, okay? So all these products that I'm gonna show you guys right now, I bought these at the dollar store. Okay, it's Dollar Tree, dollar store, 99-cent store. And some of the stuff I already had in my kitchen. So what it calls for, and this is the recipe without sand, okay? You use cornstarch. Okay, it's a Argo cornstarch. And listen, guys, you don't have to use brand name. You guys can just use, I bought, like I said, I had this already, got at the grocery store. And canola oil. I believe you could probably use any kind of oil, kitchen oil, corn oil, whatever, vegetable oil. I bought canola oil, got it at the dollar store, and it comes in a big jar like this.
Losing video.
You're losing it? I'll try to go slower. Everything okay, guys?
Yes, how about yourself?
Okay. Just checking. My internet's not good sometimes, so.
Having some problems here.
Cornstarch, canola oil, and cornstarch and canola oil and flour. And my bad, because I didn't bring the flour up, but it's any kind of flour, like the kind of baking flour that you use, make pancakes or cupcakes or whatever. So baking flour, and what you're gonna do is you're going to do 5 parts of flour to 3 parts of cornstarch.
Hey, me, Rosa.
So 1 part oil, okay? And I'll go ahead and I'll post the recipes for you guys too. So that's the easy one. That's without sand, okay? Just flour, cornstarch, and oil. Now the one that I did, I actually was able to find some sand, decor sand at the Dollar Tree. And this was really cool. What I was gonna try to do is I was gonna try to color the sand. But I didn't want to, you know, have it be long and drawn out. So luckily, when I went to the dollar store, they have these packets of sand. You guys can see. I know it's kind of backwards, but it's just sand, and it comes in a bag like this, and it's almost a pound. It's almost a pound. It's 0.77 pounds, so it's almost a pound. And the bunch of sand that I made, it only took 2 of these bags. So that was 2 of these bags equaled 5 parts, which is a half cup. You guys see that? So I just used a half cup, and that's what the recipe called for. So I actually got white. I found blue. Okay, and I found red. And I also found black, which was really cool. Didn't find any really sand, sand from the beach like that color, the brown color. So anyway, So, and the only difference between the between the recipe that I gave you guys earlier is that we're using sand. So pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and get my see-through dish. I'll adjust so you guys can see how I'm making it. Okay, so let's get started with that. So this right here, what it is I bought some croissants at the grocery store. And I basically just washed this out so you guys could see the sand. The stickers are on the outside, but I washed it out really good, okay? So, all this stuff over. And one important thing, guys, is I'm gonna wash my hands right now before I start mixing stuff, okay? That's very important, especially right now, guys, with the virus going on and all that. We gotta make sure we wash our hands, okay? So I'm gonna wash my hands.
I wash my hands.
Yeah. I wanted to sing happy birthday while I'm washing my hands, so for 20 seconds, guys, wash your hands. Happy birthday to Riverdale. Happy birthday to you. Okay. So we'll do that. We're gonna dry them. All right. So let's get where you guys can see. Let's get on with it. You guys see okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna use the colored sand. I'll make the colored sand first, okay? So what you do is you pour the sand in first. So we're gonna go ahead and measure. I'll let you guys see everything I'm doing. So remember, guys, this is a half cup, okay? So we're gonna just go ahead and pour it in.
It's so in
Right, here's a half cup. One.
Okay.
Two. And then you're gonna use part of this one. I'm gonna open up another bag. So remember, 5 parts sand, okay? If you're using sand. That's fine. Go ahead. So 5 parts. And like I said, 2 of the bags equals pretty much 5 parts. Okay, so here's the 3rd part. Okay, so 3.
You should make this at home.
Yeah, if you could do it at home, Frank, it's super easy. And then 5. Okay, so this is a really pretty blue too, guys. So remember Dollar Tree, I actually called them to ask them if they had sand. So, okay, so there's that. And then we're gonna use 3 parts of cornstarch. Okay, this doesn't have any flour, we just use cornstarch, okay? It's 3 ingredients. This recipe. And also, like, if you guys want to look up different recipes, there's a couple of other different ways to make it. You just go online and you look up DIY DIY kinetic sand, DIY moon sand, how do you make moon sand? It'll all come up, a bunch of recipes. So, oops. So, okay, so I have to scoop this in because it's super messy, but it is pretty fun. So you just get the cornstarch in there, and you really don't have to like top it off or anything. You just, okay, so 1, and what I try to do is I try to just like sprinkle it all over because we're gonna have to incorporate it too, okay? So that was 1. And again, we're using the half cup. Okay, 2, this will be the second.
Yeah.
See that? And you just sprinkle it all over. That's 2. And then 1 more. Okay, almost, guys. All right, here's the last. This is the part 3 of the cornstarch. Okay.
Listen to your class. Okay?
What's that? Okay. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna do our oil. Okay. Put oil. And it only calls for 1 part of oil. Okay. So we'll fill it up all the way to the top, basically. And then we will just kind of move it all over like this. You can wear gloves if you like to. Honestly, I like the way it feels on my fingers when I'm mixing it up. It feels pretty cool. And so what you want to do is you want to incorporate it together. Okay? So you just kind of move it all around. Get it all together. So you don't have any dry spots, any dry, so like everything's all mixed up. You can use a spoon, you can use your hands. It's all mixed up together. And it really doesn't have to go, you know, I mean, you want to do the sand and then the cornstarch and then the oil. So you can mix it all up. You can mix the cornstarch and the sand first together and then put the oil, or you can do what I did and just put everything in there and then just start mixing. It's really easy. Really easy.
Is it? Really easy.
See how it's getting kind of clumpy? Want to just keep mixing it? Mix and mix and mix. And you can add, if you want your sand to be a little bit of a more sticky consistency rather than, see that? Rather than more loose, if you wanted to get more, to hold it. See how it holds its shape? See? So let me see, I was gonna try something. I have this little, it's pretty cool. You can use like cookie cutters, whatever. You can build castles. The thicker that you make the sand.
What is it called again, Valerie?
Kinetic sand.
Ooh,
Kinetic sand or moon sand.
cool.
With moon sand, like with moon sand, and see, I did this one earlier. I'm gonna be able to pick it up, but I did a white one earlier to make sure that it came out cool.
Nice.
So it's just, I mean, super easy, super fun. You know, it's a cool sensory kind of thing. It feels good on your hands. I noticed that some people had cookie cutters, and I don't have any like on hand. Unfortunately, I should have bought some yesterday, but yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. So,
Volcano.
is it, yeah, little volcano or whatever. See, and it just holds its shape. And I believe this sand, you can keep it like, I think it's probably like, I believe you can keep it for probably like 8 days. You can keep it for like 8 days, but if you make it with just flour and cornstarch and oil, it's 3 to 5 days, and then it starts going bad. And you got to make a new one. See? And this is the same consistency. It feels kind of doughy. Feels kind of doughy, but let's see.
Yeah, all that stuff.
There we go. But it's really cool, fun. My nieces and nephews love this stuff. I'm gonna go give it to them when I'm done with this. But
I bet it's a lot cheaper than actually paying for the kinetic sand too.
it is. I'm sure it is, Nicole. Yep. Because I got everything at the dollar store, and you can find stuff online. I mean, not online, but find stuff cheap. Like probably the oil was $1, but probably find it for like 69 cents or something somewhere. But yeah.
It is definitely pretty cool sensory activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I have for you today, guys.
Awesome.
And remember, they sell different colors at the dollar store. I got red, and I also found black. And I don't know, maybe we could actually dye this if we wanted to do different colors. Could dye the. Look that up though. But yeah.
Does anyone have any questions?
No,
No, Kimberly?
I don't have anything.
All right.
Well, thank you, Valerie. Definitely, I think it's a great activity, something that we can all do at home. And
I think it's kind of cool.
of course, it'd be a little messy. So just make sure you guys have appropriate containers or something to clean it and keep it nice and clean.
Yeah.
Nice, Valarie.
You're welcome. Thank you for logging in, guys. It's always fun to hang out with you guys and do this. This is like,
I think it's pretty cool.
yeah, you should try it. Let me know if you guys try it. Post it up on Facebook. Send me a message, and that would be cool.
Thanks, Valarie.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Kim, for logging in, and Kate, girl.